Do I think it makes me mean to say no? No, I think they're mean for asking me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today let's talk about saying no, boundaries, people pleasing, and how you can free yourself if you ever find yourself in a situation where you want to say no. You are thinking it's a no for you, but you are afraid to. Maybe you don't want to. You don't want to rock the boat, and there's a lot of pressure, peer pressure. There's pressure on earth. Other humans want you to do stuff. And I want to create this to remind you that it's safe to say no and that you should. Why using the word no is a superpower and how it's become one of my most favorite words. I feel like this is an area of my life that I've really transformed a lot because, see, I grew up being the nice girl and I was conditioned to follow the rules just like everybody else, especially my culture that I grew up in. You're supposed to do what you're told, whether that's because you're a woman or because you're helping out in the family, etc., right? But here's the thing, you can say no, and I need you to say no. It's important, and this factors into our self-love. How saying no is a huge sign that you love yourself. How saying no protects you and is so important when you're on your self-love journey. I'm like, I gotta speak on this. I need to remind you guys and share with you why saying no is so important, especially when we're talking about preserving self, your self-love, your self-worth, self-respect, saying no, opening your throat chakra, standing up for yourself. This is huge. This is really important for you. And I need y'all to remember something. Remember, I've told you before that on earth, everything is energy. We're made of energy. And because we have egos on earth, people can be in a power grab. Everybody wants control over you. They want to tell you what to do, run you. They want your energy, your attention, etc. But you have to learn to put up boundaries. If you want to practice self-love in real life, if you want to feel good, if you want to know what your own energy feels like and who you really are, you have to learn to separate yourself from everyone else. Don't become enmeshed in the world because, see, everything is energy. So you need energetic boundaries, but it can be tough to do. You want to know who you are versus what everyone else is. And it can be especially difficult when you're on a spiritual path because a lot of us are empaths. We're sensitive to energy and we want harmony, peace, love. We're so loving. Our hearts are overflowing. We want to appease others. But that's people pleasing. We want to love others, which we should, but you have to love yourself as well. So sometimes loving yourself means saying no to people, even if they're people that you love. It's okay. And the more that you do this, the more comfortable you're going to feel doing this. And you might face some resistance. See, think about when you're a little kid. You have to ask your parents for everything, right? And they can say yes or no. Your life is in their hands, like literally your well-being. We learn to obey. You go to school, you have to raise your hand just to use the restroom. Then you might get a job out in the world. You have to ask for vacation and can I go out to lunch? So we're conditioned in this society to simply obey. And on a spiritual level, on a deeper level, if you know, you know. If your third eye is open, obey. Subliminal messages on the billboards and the music for control. So when we talk about it either spiritually or practically in society, we're all conditioned from a young age to just simply do what we're told. But you're able to break free. You can say no. And yeah, you might feel like a rebel. It's going to feel rebellious in your spirit, but you need to stand up for yourself. If it's a no for you, let it be a no. Like, no is a full sentence. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. It makes me so mad because people can really try you and they're going to continue to try you until you say no. Okay, that's just what it is. And so, thick boundaries. That's what you need. Thick boundaries. The more you implement boundaries in your life, the happier you're going to be. The more safe you're going to be you. You're free to be you. Your say matters, your voice matters, you matter too. And here's the thing, I feel like there's a subconscious belief where we might feel like we are going to hurt others if we don't fully sacrifice ourselves for others. But I don't want you to smush how you feel. I want you to realize that you matter too. You have to care about you too. There's a scripture that says, like, love others as you love yourself. So people hear self-love and they think it's wrong. They think it's selfish. How dare you love yourself? Put everybody before yourself. Love others as you love yourself. And also, God is you. God's living through you. And so you better love yourself. You better honor your heart and your soul because it's speaking to you. Your spirit is speaking to you. You need to take care of you. This means physically. This means emotionally, making space for how you really feel, mentally, protecting yourself, and staying true to yourself all the way. Because if you don't, you're going to feel aggravated, miserable, because you're not filling your own cup, right? So you can say no, sometimes you have to. And the divine is very much alive in every single thing. You honor yourself when you preserve your well-being. Okay, what are we saying no to? People trying to force you to do things, you can say no. People trying to guilt you to get their way with you, you can say no. They might throw subtle jabs at you. They're trying to use manipulation, guilt to get their way. They want you to do a certain thing or be a certain way, whatever it is, but you can say no. You're free. And that's really what this comes down to, is like, you're free and you're not here to people please your way through life. What a miserable life. Stop trying to make everyone else happy. What about your own happiness? You matter too. So sometimes when you first start to implement boundaries in your life, especially if you're spiritual, especially if you're considered a nice person, a sweet person, a nice guy, agreeable, everybody goes to you, friendly. So people could assume that they could just get their way with you. So when you start to assert yourself, they're going to feel some type of way. They're going to get mad. And it's happened in my life too, but they will get over it. You have to stand firm in who you are. Think about this. Like, do you personally go around trying to tell other people what to do or how to live their life? Are you trying to force them? You're not? Oh, you're not? Okay. So why can they do that to you? No, the only person who can stop it is you. So just speak up for yourself and don't let people control you. You're not here to be controlled. You're here to be free. Okay? Like, I love to remind us, you guys, we're all so unique and different. We're different. And this is why you can't let other people control your life, because what's best for them is not necessarily what's best for you. You have to discover who you are inside and honor that. Boundaries, because people will try you, and people might try you more depending on what lessons you're here to learn in this life. Like my daughter, she has an astrological placement. Her Jupiter is in Libra. So naturally, she's so concerned with community, others. Libra is all about relationships, and she's growing in this aspect. It brings her peace and love in her heart to have friendships, relationships. This is how she's made. And me, I have different placements, so we can balance each other and teach one another. I'm not teaching her to be selfish, but I'm teaching her about boundaries and not being a people pleaser. Don't put how you feel down here and everybody else up there. What is that saying to yourself? You're saying you don't matter and everyone else matters. Don't lie to yourself of how you feel to make everyone else happy. Are they doing that for you? We don't have to live a lie. We don't have to be trying to make everyone happy. It's impossible to do anyways. We're different, and that's the thing, is like, I can teach her these things, but she has to make her own decisions. I can't force her to. She can't force me to. Go within to see what resonates for you and hold to that and shift. Be flexible with yourself. Like, as you grow and change and evolve into new things, be connected to that, be in tune with that, and allow yourself to be you, to be free without the influence of others in your ear trying to run your life and tell you how it's to be or what it's acceptable to be. They don't have that right. See, all of us were granted our lives from the divine, from God. So they have their own life to live. You get to live your life. Everybody else gets to live theirs. They don't get to live their life and live your life too. It doesn't work like that. But if you're giving your power away, if you're living for the approval of others, then it's on you, because why would you do that? And like I said, like we were taught to, we were conditioned to, but you can break free. And when you do, people are going to be upset when you start using the word no. They're going to try to force you to do things their way. They're going to be upset when you start saying no. It's happened in my own life. And it's going to feel uncomfortable for a while. They're not used to it. You're not used to it. But eventually they will get over it. And like for me, I've been doing this so much for the last 5-6 years that I've really been growing on my own personal journey. And now, like my family, for example, they just expect a no. And they most likely know that it's going to be a no. But like 10 years ago, it would have been for sure a yes. Even if it was going against me, I would have said yes. But these days, they know better, because it's like, I've been saying no so much and I mean it. I'm holding to it. Why? Because how I feel matters too. Like a really teeny example, I had so much family over for Easter weekend, right? Well, one of my cousins, she has 2 huge dogs, and she's like, can I bring them over to spend the night, like stay at my house with her dogs? And I was like, no. No. She's like, I knew you were gonna say no, but I figured I would ask. And I was like, you got to get them a sitter, because why? We're not going to tear up the furniture. We're not doing that. I'm not a puppy mommy. Like, that's not what we're doing here. We're gonna have babies in the house. My floors, I'm just like, it was a no for me. But the old me would have said yes, even though it was going against my heart, you see? So you're allowed to say no. Like, how you feel matters too. If some other people see you as mean or whatever, like, is that really our problem? Like, you don't have to say it in a mean way. Respect yourself, love yourself, care how you feel, just like it matters how other people feel. Just how it matters how other people feel, it matters how you feel too. Like, you can say no, it's okay. You guys, the plain truth is that some people are corrupt with it, okay? They might not know in their spirit, but they get off on controlling you. It makes them feel powerful. And it's horrible, but that's just the reality of the world. So don't you dare be one of those people. Chosen ones, I'm talking to you. All my sweet girls, all of my loving souls and beings on this planet, make sure you're honoring yourself, holding to your boundaries. And this is how you're going to build inner trust with yourself and respect. Standing on your own 2 feet. What are we saying no to? We're not just saying no to people, you know, because you are co-creating your life here on earth. So your experience in part is up to you. Yes, there's destiny, there's fate, there's the divine, a higher power, but also you have a say. God's granted you so much power in your life as a co-creator on earth, your thoughts, what you entertain. And so this is why the word no is very important when you're on a spiritual path. You have to put up boundaries, protect your eyes, your ears, what you're feeding into. What am I saying no to? Vulgar things, sexually explicit things. I went to a concert, free concert in the weekend, a famous artist. You know, it went from 0 to 100 real quick. I'm like, we're just in the world. Like, the more you are on your spiritual path, the more you have been awakening, things become so clear to see. And once it was like doing all this sexual stuff on stage and booty and all this bumping and grinding, it's like, I'm not here for this. I gotta go. Now I gotta go. So I can say no. You can say no. You should, you know, right? The news, the media, corrupt music. I'm saying no, because it's not healthy for me. It's not beneficial to me. And just trying to make healthy decisions for you. If something is not in alignment with that, you have to say no. Preserving your energy for you. So this is how you put yourself first for real. And it's about energy. What are you pouring your time into? What matters to you? Don't waste your time on what other people want you to do. What is important for you? What's healthiest for you? What's going to bring you inner peace? What's for your highest good? What's going to keep your vibration up? Are you putting energy towards your goals, your dreams, your health, love, feeling good, happiness, joy? Like, these are your birthrights, but you have to choose it. And you have an opposing nature within us. Light and dark is within us. But then also on the outside, you have something coming for your energy, whether it's controlling people who they want to overstep your boundaries, they want to control you, or it's spiritual temptation, devil energy, but you can say no, and it's going to be in our face for the rest of our lives, but it becomes easier to say no when you stand on business and when you really love yourself. You guys, this comes down to loving yourself for real, and your self-worth, your self-respect, knowing that the only person who can truly take care of you, I'm talking about on the inside, is you. And please don't think that other people always have your best interest at heart. They don't, not all the time. Even people who love you. We're flawed as humans. We're each on our own path. We're imperfect. So it's up to you to have your own back. It's up to you to protect yourself. It's up to you to love and care for yourself. And to do this, it's like you literally have to put up boundaries to focus on you and pour into you, because you matter, because your love is coming from you and you're filling your cup so it can overflow. Once your cup's overflowing, okay, now you can give to others, but give to those who deserve it. Give to those who can respect you, and this reveals, like, when you start to live out boundaries in your life, this is going to reveal who's really in your corner and who is not. And sometimes it might take time for people to appreciate who you've blossomed into, who you've grown into. Maybe you need some separation for a while until they can respect you and as you've respected yourself. So they'll come back around. Those that really love you, those that are meant to be in your life, they're going to appreciate you for you, whether you say yes or you say no, but it's up to you. So I hope this video helped you in some way. The power of saying no. Drop me a comment. I would love to know your thoughts as you say no to things that don't serve you, or that you want to shift out of, that you're tired of, you're ready for something new. As you start saying no to those things, you're making so much space for the things you want to say yes to. Say yes to the things that make you happy and that are good for you. Now you'll have the energy, the time, the space, the capacity for those things. I hope this video helped you in one way or another. I'm sending you so much love, power, beauty, peace, love on your journey. Check out my 200 self-love affirmations if you need help reprogramming your mind and your heart. Say these things to yourself all the time. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in my next video.